Okay guys, today we got a bit of a rare one. We have Division 1 Plus coming up, and today, as you can see, we have a draft, meaning that we are actually casting this game live. So normally I don't really cast a whole lot of Heroes Launch live. There's a couple of reasons for it. One of them is that there's oftentimes some of the community casters that I hear that are not really too happy when I cast some of the games, and they feel like I steal viewers away from them or whatever. And therefore at some point I just decided that for a lot of these things I would just go for replays instead. But today it kind of happened that I was doing some of the Heroes Launch Division 1 Plus replays, and then it turned out that there were like 2 live games coming up, so I was like, well, might just jump into them. There's nobody casting those, so here we are. And we got a Team Benny. Now, the team really is called Team Benny Wins These Every Day, and they had now different iterations throughout the seasons of those. X-Ray wins these every day, Hazu wins these every day, so they're circling through, but the essence of it is obviously the same. We have a couple of the top players in the European scene here forming up, and that's one of the reasons why Division 1 Plus was created in the first place, because Heroes Lounge said, listen guys, Division 1, the skill discrepancy between the top teams and the bottom teams is much too high, so we would like to split off an extra division just for the top teams and for the more ambitious ones, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Doesn't mean that the blue team isn't highly favored. Now, of course, this is an opportunity also for a lot of the players that play in teams to play with friends that are on other teams. So if you're looking at this and you're like, wait a second, these guys are not on the same team. You are right, but they are for the amateur league here. That's one of the beautiful things that they can do when they're playing in the amateur scene. But, well, as things are kicking off, we are looking at Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is a best of 3 series, by the way. We have bans on Uther and Blaze. Keep in mind, Stukov is disabled for the entire weekend. A couple of bugs that were introduced with the last patch, and Blizzard decided that they would disable the character for now until the hotfix comes through. And again, as much as I like shitting on Blizzard for dumb decisions, and they make plenty of those recently, but that is actually a very good decision, and I welcome that a lot. I think it's a great idea that if you have a character that for whatever reason is very, very broken, that you just disable the character for a few days and then fix it. Now, obviously, always hinging on the condition that they are gonna fix it next week, and it would be better if it never came to that spot, but again, if it happens, good solution. I like it. So right now we got Stitches on the left side. First pick by Bad Benny. Now you gotta acknowledge right from the get-go that the blue team is highly favored at this point. And therefore, there is a chance that we're going to see a couple of meme picks coming in as well, or at least a bit of a combo attempt. Maybe not necessarily in map number 1, maybe it's starting to happen on map number 2, but keep that in mind as well. We got a Hog on the other side for the MC Academy, the Masters Clash Academy. And Chromie, played by the Panda Colada. I gotta say, I like that name. I like that name a lot. This is a pretty good one. That's a drunk panda right there. The only thing that we need is for him to play Chen, and then I'm a happy panda. But either way, it should be pretty cool. So now that we're heading into our next few bans, we got Anduin banned out. And also a quick ban on, yeah, who do you get rid of here on the front line? Honestly, from the perspective of Team Benny, I don't really think that there's anything in particular that they're too worried about. Maybe something that can counteract their own plays would be the best. But what is the plan here for them? Okay, Anubara, good choice. If you go for Gorge and then the Cocoon comes out, that can ruin your day pretty quickly. So that's a pretty decent ban for them. Makes sure that whenever they go for an isolation attempt with the Stitches hook into Gorge, that they can't be bothered too much by a noob. Now, there's a chance, of course, that we're seeing PewDiePie, don't get me wrong. But I would assume that they're going to try to have a little bit of fun with Gorge here, get a little bit more isolation. They got Imperius already in. And just hear me out here for a second. There are a couple of Dream Team combos that they could already go for. Hook 2 Stitches, Imperius comes in with Wrath, pulls the target farther back into a Junkrat mine that catapults the target even further. Now comes the Brightwing pick, who goes for the Emerald Wind, sits where the target lands after Junkrat mines get used, uses the Emerald Wind, pushes the target back even further, and last pick is Medivh, because he's going to be used when Stitch uses Gorge to transport the target even farther down into the backline. And all my hopes and dreams get crushed as they pick Malfurion. Which of course makes way more sense, because you can now hook the target and then root it, but mine was a lot more fun. Mei on the other side, and challenging. Apparently the challenge hasn't been accepted though. So we get Li Ming after this, and yeah, let's see what the last pick is going to be for our first map. Map number 1, everybody. The MC Academy rounds out the draft with Anna. Anna and Chromie. Alright, let's go. Game number 1, everybody. Division 1+. We got Team Benny. Benny wins these every day against the Masters Clash Academy. Team Benny against the MC Academy. Game number 1, Ultralisk for the blue team on Li Ming. Bad Benny on Stitches. Azu on Junkrat. We got Malfurion on X-Ray. The other way around. Skok on Imperius, and over to the right side of the map, Vetters on Hogga, Warren on Anna, Vlida on May, Lolom on Tychus, and Panda Colada on Chromie. Something occurred to me, by the way, as I was looking at the loading screen. If a Pina Colada has a lot of, you know, like pineapple and stuff in this, does a Panda Colada have a lot of panda in it? I mean, that would really put a bit of a gruesome twist to that name, but that's kind of rough. That is a meat shake that I don't want to have. I'm not quite sure who would drink or eat that, but whew, that's a little bit rough. Yeah, Chen is already a sad panda. So, either way, what do we have to do at this point to get the first kill in? Already the red team is setting something up here. Skog is already trying to get that stun connected. But here we go. Little setup towards the top. Our 4-man is established. The bot lane is already in play as well. So we're pretty much good to go. Everybody was hoping to maybe get a quick drop at someone in the middle, but now everybody's just splitting on the respective lanes. And X-Ray is eating a lot of dirt here early on. Yeah, gets easily attacked. Alright. Now at the bottom of the map, controlling the lane a little bit, not pushing that out, trying to keep as close to the towers as he possibly can to stay safer. And look at Bad Benny. He's already getting murdered a bit too, but a nice play by Ultralista trying to go for the counter kill, and Tychus nearly bites the dust, but they're able to keep him alive. And so is Stitches. So the choo-choo is still up. Our little train conductor over here is still in play. If you, by the way, never heard this story, I think by now enough time has passed that a lot of people don't really know what's going on with Bad Benny, that choo-choo mount, and him being the train conductor. But I don't really remember which tournament it was. I think it was Meta Madness. And during Meta Madness, Benny always told us at the beginning of a game that he has to pause the game at a specific time for like 3 minutes. As we nearly see a kill against May come in. Oh, and another good hook against Tychus. Alright, alright. Now we're talking. Can they get him? And the answer is yes. Yes, they can. There's the Tychus kill. Yeah, so Benny was always announcing right from the get-go that he had to pause the game for like 2 minutes or something. And everybody was just like, what? Like, why does he know exactly when he needs to pause the game? Does he have to, like, is there pizza delivery? Like, what's going on? And it turns out that Benny was working at a train station and was playing with a laptop from work. And that at specific times he needed to let a train through. So for the 2-3 nights in a row, Benny was apparently just like pausing games because there were trains incoming that he had to let through, and was playing at work on a laptop. So I don't really know what exactly his job is there, but it was pretty fantastic. It was one of the best reasons that I've ever heard in my life why a player had to pause the game. I was like, alright, I'll let that slide. That's commitment right there. Anyways, with level 4 talents kicking in, what we're seeing now is in the rhythm for the additional stacks. We got the Vile Cleaver for Stitches by now. Junkrat turning it up at the top, good for him. Chromie a bit too late with the info. And Junkrat, yeah, immediately piecing out here. Imperius in the meantime going for the press forward as Li Ming is getting murdered. So the MC Academy, they are starting to move in to get some kills too. They're not just rolling over because they're up against some of the players that will attend the offline finals of the Masters Clash. Far from it. I want to highlight, by the way, that Stitches has gone for Hungry for More. So we talked about this a bit, but the recent patch nerfed Stitches slightly in regards to his survivability. Not only the hit point pool that he can build up, but also just the recovery. And that includes the Hungry for More. So right now, as you can see, every 20 globes, the momentum increases, the speed momentum, and the maximum health, or the health that you get for a single globe, is 25 instead of 30. So still good, still awesome, but not quite as nasty anymore as it was in the past. Still on a map like Tomb of the Spider Queen, where easy rotations between lanes are possible, as of course tempting to take it. And this is exactly what he's going for here. So an early level 7 talent is coming in for them as well, and we see him continue with the purification. Okay, so a bit of a different setup here. Gets the extra heals out with this one. and is changing things. This is, by the way, also one of the reasons why for a lot of these players, Heroes Lounge is pretty neat, because they can also test some other builds outside of Storm League, which is always a shit show. Malfurion is down, so is Ana. Both of the supports go down, and we have Hogger eliminated as well. Nicely done. Plus Junkrat. Damn, we're seeing a real slaughter here. 4 heroes down, 2 on each side, and they're not stopping. They're trying to get a bit more, and they're getting the kill against Mei. The big slam from Bad Benny comes through and hits hard. Still a chance to turn in for the blue team, but the red team has lost a few more of their gems and needs to be careful. So, Bad Benny already. Yeah, they go for Tychus too. And that's really where the resets are kicking in for Ultralisk. And they get Chromie shortly afterwards as well. 6 kills to 3. Nicely done. Ultralisk with the reset mechanics here. 14 stacks on Stitches level 1. Well played for him. That's already 350 stacks if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, not bad. 32 stacks for Tychus in the rhythm durations already increased. But we got a fun one on our hands. I was a bit afraid that it would be a total stomp, but not so much. But I want to reiterate that one point that I made a bit earlier once again. You will probably sometimes see some of the top players here pick different builds. Storm League only gives you so much, and oftentimes the games are just like a random shit show and Fiesta. So if you have an opportunity to play in a more competitive setup, and test out some other talent builds that you want to run, just to see if you can get something out of it, or if there's situations where that might work for you, then this is the perfect environment for it. And yeah, so this is a little bit of a testing ground for the players too. So there's a lot that they get out of from playing Heroes Lounge, as I already explained during the first draft. At this point, thanks to the final 2 kills in the last engage, Team Benny is obviously heavily in the lead here. Not only do they have a 1.5 level lead, the problem is really that they have level 10 with their first Webweaver wave. That is an absolute disaster. Tychus is down up at the top. Webweavers over here get defended. They're still trying to go for Mei at the same time. Stitches, they hit the sleep dart. And at the bottom of the map, the wall falls, and it seems like this fort is gonna fall too. It's a tough one. It's a real tough one. The timing couldn't have been any better for that level 10 to hit. They perfectly played around it. It was a great opportunity to turn in, and they used it magnificently, and now they're reaping the rewards here. They're going just for one hit after another. Putrid Bile for Stitches, by the way, with the focus that he has on the level 4 and the level 7 talent, already made a little bit more sense. Imperius is now taken down at the bottom of the map. All the forts have fallen. They're trying to go for this one too. And yeah, Chromie at least is firing back. So one is down on the blue team side. That stops it a bit. But can they follow up with more kills? Because that's exactly what the Academy needs. If the MCK Academy wants to come back into this, they need some kills. The wall does not connect. The combo of Ultralisk, on the other hand, does. So Ana, for a second, in some trouble. And everybody else is just playing it out at the bottom. But the level 10 is, of course, now finally in the hook against Mei. But couldn't really do enough here. Alright, alright, alright. So, 500 extra hit points already for Bad Benny with the 20 stacks that he has. We got 22,000 damage on Imperius, who is by far, I might add, the top damage dealer in the game. Even higher damage than Li Ming and Chromie. So both of the mages have to go back to the drawing board if they want to keep up with him. He brawled it out with Hogger at the bottom of the map the entire time. Talking about Hogger, is he able to help Mei out a bit as the leader gets attacked? It doesn't seem like it. The body blocks are real, and that's a dead Mei right here. Even the Riptide being committed to. There's the delivery system as Imperius comes through, tries to help them to get an additional kill against Hogger, who runs straight into the mercenary camp and gets nearly eliminated by it. And that's 8 kills to 4 now. Still some gems left for the Academy, so they could technically try and get a turn in. But there's also a level 13 talent looming on the horizon for the blue team. Yeah, now we got the level 13 talent kicking in, which makes Stitches in particular so much more dangerous, thanks to his baseline that activates once that you hit level 13. So the additional range on the formerly fishing hook is now kicking in big time. And they are turning in again. And now, of course, the problem for the MC Academy is pretty simple. If they lose heroes while they're trying to defend, then it could very well lead to them losing their gems. Talking about losing things. Yeah, nice jobs, Imperius, but I'm not sure if that was the best play there. Stayed a bit too long, stolen away, there's the wall. That is a kill. That has to be a kill. Yeah. Down goes Imperius. That's a good start for the defense. If they can get, for example, Malfurion as well, that would be the dream. Ultralisk is low. Grenades? No, not on cooldown. Here comes the kill against Malfurion. Ana is dead too. The solidarity death as she sees the support on the other side fall, and Stitches has been eliminated. Alright, so all of a sudden 3 heroes for the blue team are down, and I gotta give some credit to the MC Academy. These guys are not giving up. They're really fighting back here. They saw the chance at the bottom when the camp still kept active, and they said, guys, whoever is there, let's go in and just murder them. Now, they're losing all of their forts, but I think with only 3 heroes on the map now, they should be able to keep all of the keeps in play and also probably protect most of the walls. So this is about as good as it gets for the defense on the first objective. And level 13 talents are by now also ready for the academy, meaning that they are playing on eye level with their opponent. So we're seeing both of the teams on level 13. Now Stitches, by the way, continues with the setup here, with the under pressure right now. So definitely a different build than what we've seen from him so far in the competitive setup. Damage output, let's keep a bit of an eye on Skok. He's at 25,000, but Chromie by now has taken over on the damage number, so good for her. But they still... There needs to be a turn in. The thing is, the MC Academy, they need to turn some gems in. They need to get a turn in, and they need to make that happen soon, or level 16 will be ready for the blue team. And then, I mean, you're falling behind with another talent. You can't really afford to do that. So, go for the fight. Yeah, oh, nice hook. Anna gets hit. Putrid Bite is out. Okay, Hogger comes in too. And can they kill Chromie? Chromie is low. Uh-oh, they're all gonna die here. Chromie is down, Anna is in trouble, May is in trouble. Anna somehow makes it past the gate, but Imperial side as well, and so did Li Ming. That's actually not too bad. Honestly, the Academy is making some nice plays here, really trying to bring this back, but they need to keep Hogger alive. That's 23 gems, and he goes down, and the gems are irrecoverable. They won't be able to get them. What looked like it just might be a good run for them turns out to be another small disaster. They lose most of their gems, meaning that they don't have enough to go even for their first turn in. They only delivered 25 throughout the entire game. Now we got 16 versus 14. Rough. It's rough going right now. Okay, so in the meantime, the pressure is still on. The blue team has really started to lay siege to the structures of the MC Academy and is doing their best here. 27 stacks by now for Stitches. Hit point pool obviously increased. And the Train Master is still sitting tight, waiting for the next hook opportunity. Pain Train is coming, baby. Yeah, and they know exactly where they... Oh my god, did you see that slide? The second that Chromie reveals the position of the blue team, he throws out the hook and he nearly grabs Tychus, even though he knows where they are. Oh, that was insane. Yeah, but it's not over yet. Skok comes also in with another stun. And it just continues. But the good news for the Academy is that they nearly have level 60 now. But of course, eventually... Oh my god, not another one of those. I mean, they have to eventually win a fight and really capitalize on it. That's a good setup against Malfurion. If they can get the kill here, that would be easy peasy a battle for them. Yes, there we go. That's the kill they needed. Riptire comes out. Anna, Chromie, still in the fight here. Chromie pushed back a little bit, but the nano boosted Tychus is coming in. They go full Korean style on this one. May falls. They need more kills. This is the one chance they have. But it's starting to turn against them once more. Bad Benny, can he land another hook when the cooldown is back? Doesn't seem like it for now. It's just... Yeah, well, maybe a chance here. Yep, and he gets the Chromester. Gets the Chromester, slows it down a little bit, but the follow-up isn't there. And instead, Bad Benny gets attacked. And that might be a kill. Yeah, Stitches is down. Ultralisk is still trying to take Chromie down. But there it is. The kill with the Calamity. No grenade for Lolom, which means he can't punish Li Ming for the audacity of taking the dwarf down. The gnome, I'm sorry. Whatever Chromie is. Fake dragon. That's more like it, yeah. 14 kills to 12 though. I mean, we're 26 kills into the game at the 13-minute mark, so 2 kills per minute pretty much. And the slam continues with the pulverize at level 16. But yeah, it's nasty. It's a nasty game. It's a fun one too. The siege potential that we have from the red team is fully developed here. 50 gems for them means that another 10 and they have a third turn in a row. It's all about the MC Academy and their ability to finally get a turn in and maybe get a bit of momentum back by taking some ports down. But they are starting to run into trouble again. Good interrupt against Hazo. The Riptire still active. He's frozen. Nano boosted Odin. They need some kills. They're looking for the weak link, but they can't find X-Ray. Odin nearly obliterated. And there's the play for Ultralisk. Oh, 7 points. Yes, the Hoarder pulled. Nicely done. And Malfurion is dead. They found X-Ray after all. Okay, so Malfurion is dead too. Same time, the jumps down here at the bottom. They're looking for Imperius. That's a triple kill, guys. If they get all these kills and then finally turn their gems in, maybe they can take down some of these forts. Just make sure that you are going straight for Hazu if you can, but either way, just turn in those gems and turn them in quickly. Bad Benny, wow. I mean, he got out because of the time trap there, but whew, that was clutch, baby. Okay, so the red web weavers are descending for the first time in this game. After 15 minutes, they got the first objective locked in. Good for them. And now, the question, of course, what can they do with it? There's 30 seconds until Imperius is back. The level 20 is a bit closer for the blue team, but they should be able to hit it in time. And technically, they're ahead in kills. Now, that doesn't mean a whole lot. You want to be ahead in experience or structures. Kills don't matter that much. But they need to really vandalize all those forts now. Take them down, baby. So that the first wall is already broken. Imperius is still lacking for another 2 seconds, and he has travel time. Oh my god, Hazu gets blown to pieces. Now granted, they get the counter kill against Hoga, but damn, that was neat. Now maybe the play for Malfurion. They put him under pressure, but they don't follow up. They don't dive that deep. The fort is down. The one at the bottom is about to fall too. In the meantime, the mid fight is continuing, and Lolom is in trouble. Tychus is dead as Ultralisk hits another calamity. And Bad Benny, he's going a little bit deep, maybe a little bit too deep here, but he gets the Devour up. I don't think it's going to help him though. And he goes down. Chromie gets obliterated a second later, so she dies too. Still the attempt to go for Ana, but Ultralisk with the 42 gems that he holds is pretty deep and is able to make it out. Next fort at the top is also going to fall. The web weavers at the bottom of the map are doing even more work, and this is starting to get a bit... this is getting a little bit difficult here for Team Benny. Now they're chasing hard and they're looking at the team fights. They're focusing heavily on them. But let's not forget that now we're dead even in structures, dead even in kills, and dead even on the level that we're talking about here. So there's that. Gift from the Embalmer is in as well now. And who has the gems? There's a boss up on the map. We have pretty much enough gems for both teams. Not quite for the MC Academy, but yeah, 8 gems short. That's a rounding error. Maybe not quite, but yeah. Blue team, on the other hand, they got plenty. They got plenty, and they are trying to turn them in now. Hoga is pogging the bot lane, trying to go for the Siege Giants. And it seems like we're seeing a boss attempt. Yeah, it's sniffed out right away. Chromie, without a moment's hesitation, drops the vision, and yep, they know exactly where they are. So a bit of a YOLO moment from Team Benny. The blue team has the web weavers descending, and that means that the boss is not going to be taken right now. But they're taking the kill against May, or at least they're trying to. 45 gems in her hands. Oh, girl skates out and gets... Oh, no way. Really? She gets out, Bad Betty goes deep, and Ana murdered from the combo, and there's the double kill. Chromie, the triple. Chromie, Ana, and May are dead. Bad Benny dies for a good cause. Tychus is dropped too. The only survivor is the Fleabag. Hoga is on the run, and Ultralisk wants him. And Ultralisk might just get him with the help of Harzopsy, and indeed he does. The Calamity takes him down, and that is game. 100%. Nice. Showing off a little bit against the wave, jumping it. And the core is fully exposed. The web weavers are coming through. Keep down at the top lane, about to fall in the middle. And they are going for the victory in game number 1. Team Benny with the lead here in Division 1 Plus of Heroes Lounge. Fun game though. 40 kills in total. 18 minutes in, we have 40 kills. So yeah, it's a big brawl that we are watching here. As we're about to head into game number 2 with a 1-0 lead for the blue team in this best of 3 series. GG, and well done.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Towers of Doom, everybody! Let's go! We got Team Benny against the MC Academy, and well, we had a pretty kill-heavy game on map number 1. And let's see if the red team can bring it back a little bit here. Now, again, if you're watching this, you look at game number 1 and you immediately think like, oh my god, like what a storm or whatever. Then I gotta tell you, obviously the blue team is the favorite. I called it in game number 1 in the draft, and I'm saying it again. These are all players that have competitive experience out the wazoo. We have on the right side of the map a team that is obviously able to take some of these fights, as you could see. But I would be shocked if Team Benny would be taken down here. Now, granted, we have seen upsets. That's definitely true. But at the same time, we'll see what the red team can pull off now. And also, we're going to see if there's maybe some adjustments on the side of Team Benny. We're looking at Towers of Doom right now as the next map. So we could see definitely a couple of different builds here. Benny already experimented with some stuff in game number 1. But some of the teams here in Division 1 Plus, when they took the lead, especially Lauber's team, went a little bit on the deep end when it comes to their team composition. So yeah, there's that. But okay, either way, we got the Cassia ban in. We got also Lucio banned. Blaze has been taken off the board. Stukov, again, I said it earlier, but I want to reiterate it again for people that didn't catch it, is currently disabled because of the bugs. So Blizzard is apparently planning on fixing this next week. And then he will be reactivated. But for now, he's out. Yeah, we got the final ban hit on the first ban phase on Uther, so our boy is gone too. I want to see some globals, honestly, on the map now. If I'm really honest, I want to see some Vikings. No particular reason, not because I think like, oh my god, it's the pick here, or because I think it's the pick that makes the most sense. No, just because I like Vikings games. So Hazu, you know, just go a little bit nostalgic here. Just bring the Vikings back. Give me Hazu on the Vikings. Give me a little bit of nostalgia. And that's pretty much it. So, Ultralisk picks Stitches, so maybe a couple of role swaps. There's always the chance that in the swapping phase they're switching the heroes over. Maybe Benny just had to go for little boys or something, like I don't know. But either way, there is a chance that they're also going for some role swaps in game number 2. Is another thing that we've seen quite a bit, so that could happen here. We have also on the other side, as a response, Enubarak early and Tychus. Now again, if you saw the Enubarak ban on the last map and you wondered a little bit, hey, why do they ban Enubarak? I went over it in a bit more detail, but pretty much you are trying to avoid Cocoon because Stitches can be pretty... But first of all, if you go Gorge, Cocoon is amazing on the other side. But even if that's not the case, if the target gets hooked, Enubarak can dive in, stun people out, drop a Cocoon, trying to interrupt the combo, try to help to save the target. And of course, if Enubarak gets hooked, normally he's able to just borrow charge out. Anduin is a good play against Stitches too, so they lock it in for themselves. Obviously, when you have like... Anduin is good against Varian, is good against Stitches, is good against like Garrosh Tunic. So anything that displaces you, Anduin can pull you back to safety. So I think these days he's gaining even more popularity. The Nick Carter of the Nexus. And... I honestly don't even know. If he would recreate the Backstreet Boys in Heroes of the Storm, who would the other ones be? I gotta admit that I don't even remember the name of these guys. One was called Brian, right? I have no clue, but who would be the Backstreet Boys of Heroes of the Storm? It's not Stitches, I'm sorry, the bikini might fit him, but that's not quite the look that they're going for here. So Anduin, maybe Varian, you know, for that rugged look, even though the father and son combination would be a little bit off. Jimmy could fill that as well. Either way, maybe we're diving a little bit too deep into this one, but every single time I see that portrait of Anduin, I just have to think about it. It's not my fault. I was tortured as a child with Backstreet Boy music. My sister was totally into that crap, and I had to listen to that every single day because, well, it wasn't really a big house. So, yeah, I'm scarred. I have a bad childhood. I apologize. But these are just childhood injuries that you're experiencing here. That explains a lot, I assume. Now we got the Hakan Brightwing, and this is at least the one thing that I said we need. We need some globals, and we get Asmodan. Okay, now here we go. Asmodan is in. That means a little bit of lane pressure. I wanted the Vikings. I'm getting Asmodan. Not disappointed. I'm still okay with this. So yeah, cool, good stuff. Lolom, our last pick once again. So what are we getting here? Ah, come on. Last pick for the series, for the map. Liming, the resets. Let's go, guys. Towers of Doom, map number 2, between Team Benny and the Masters Clash Academy. Team Benny against MC Academy. On the left side of the map, we got Ultralisk. Ultralisk. Come on, but Benny showed you the way. It's all about the stacking, baby. Now, I admit this is not really the map for all the globes, but still. He goes for the standard. He goes for the patchwork creation. Good for him. We got Hazorps on Imperius. Bad Benny on Asmodan with the Gluttony. At the same time, we got X-Ray on Anduin, Kelvin on Junkrat, and over to the right side of the map, Vetters on Dehaka, Warren on Brightwing, Vlida on Anubarak, Lolom on Liming. I can't help myself. Every time I hear something, I'm going full Bud Spencer and Terence Hill on this one. And the Panda Corala on Tychus. Okay, let's go. Top side, yeah, talking about pressure. They are trying to take some towers down early on in the game. Lolom, what are you doing to me? That's that could have been a kill. Yeah, they rotated. They had no vision. They just like, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, now, but just to point it out again, we have role swaps here, right? So I think everybody already realized that, and I talked about it during the draft, but please, role swaps are obviously in, so they're changing things up a little bit. Already Bad Benny going for the 3 points over here. And yeah, I want to see if they just go for the demonic invasion and try to take the structures down. That's mainly how Asmodan is played these days. You're trying to, yeah, just eliminate lanes. You're just going for structures. Every single time a demonic invasion is up, you're trying to make your way to one of the main structures and you're taking it down. It's pretty much all. Yeah, you are screwed, dude. Oh, if he would have escaped here, that would have been the dream. But they got the kill against Asmodan in the middle, so it's a kill for a kill. Both of the teams are starting this off with a bit of a bang, and I like it. So we're apparently continuing the kill streaks that we saw in game number 1 already. They're coming for it heavily. So, yeah, I like what's going on here. We got our top side, Dehaka. I mean, again, the globals are obviously in their favor, so they can react a bit to whatever lane pressure is coming their way. That includes Asmodan. But can they completely play the macro game there? We'll see. For now, not a lot of stacks, honestly, for Asmodan. Nobody has really helped him stacking up to now, so that is slowing down his progress just a bit. And that's always a bit of a problem, so on that end, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing, but we'll see. Good kill against Anduin. X-Ray is down, and that is a pretty good start for the MC Academy. Good stuff. Took the camp, they saw an opportunity, laid a trap, went in for Anduin, and obliterated him. This time against Stitches, they also changed the setup for Tychus slightly, so we're seeing them on level 4, with the bigger they are this time. And we got the Dominance in as well. That is a really good start for the Academy. Oh, and it's about to get better. Can they take Ultralisk down too? And oh, nice! X-Ray, he's back and redeems himself for the early feed with a good save on Ultralisk. Nice pull. That would have been the end of Stitches for sure. But he wants a little bit more playtime. And he is getting more playtime. Good stuff. Same time now, the objective is up. That means 3 altars up for grabs. Bad Benny with the interrupt. Times it nicely, so that one is hit. Top left is getting channeled. The bottom has already been channeled through by them too. And Asmodan is doing the same thing. Nah, he's not. He's not. He's not revealing his position this time. So pretty... Oh. Drag. No, not quite. So we got 2 shots fired against 1. And, oh, there's the hook. And that is a dead Dehaka. Or is it? Can they save him? Essence has been popped. And they are able to save Dehaka. He burrowed down to the bottom of the map, and the rest of the team has just to try and disengage now, which they successfully pull off. Even dodge out on Bad Benny's orb, so well played. I gotta say, I'm impressed. They're doing fairly well here. Good stuff. So, we got still our level 7 talents kicking in now. In this case, the Master of Destruction. I always thought that was Gazlo, by the way. That would be a talent name for Gazlo. Like, I don't know. For Asmodan, I mean, you can go for it, fine, but the Gazlord, he needs a talent like this. Anyways, Bad Benny, yeah, I'm sorry. Asmodan is a bit of a fatty. Once that you are getting body blocked, there is no getting out of this one anymore, unless you get help. So, Asmodan is down, bottom of the map. We got Kelvin pushing this one out and doing his thing here. But, yep, it is what it is. That's another kill, 3 kills to 1, and boy... I gotta say, what? They get another kill. That's a dead Kelvin. That has to be a dead Kelvin. Oh, nice attempt for the helping hand here. But yeah, that's 4 kills to 1. A bit of a lead. Nothing crazy yet for the MC Academy. Obviously, games and the pace shift pretty quickly after level 10. But that's a good start. You take the opponent's camp away. You get 4 kills in total. You get more map control just in general. And now the question is, can they get both of the altars? They're still behind on the objective. But that's an opportunity to make the play. And as it connects, 1, 2, 3. And, well, let's go. That's... yeah, there we go. Nice. Lolom. I was wondering if he was ready for it. I mean, you always have to assume that a hook might be coming your way, right? And he was definitely anticipating this one. Now, Asmodan is still pushing this, and both of the teams are now on level 9. But we got our altars up. They go for Hazu. He plays with the gate. Yes. Hazu is alive, and the Haka is gonna die. Nicely done. And they go for Tigers on top of that. Nicely done by them. Well played. I mean, check this out again. Just have a bit of a look. Look how awesome this was. So first Hazu plays around the gate in the vision a little bit and then traps the Haka. Then the hook just after that. And what looked like a lost cause turns into a double kill for them. Really well played. We have an early level 10 for them. And with that, we got, first of all, Li Ming also down at the bottom of the map. And they're going for more. That altar is still up for some reason. Damn. They're getting the counter kills, so at least they're trying to. We have, by the way, no demonic invasion, but instead he went for the Tide of Sin, which surprises me a little bit more that they didn't help Asmodan in the early game to stack. I mean, he has the lane at the top to himself, so now he can just mitigate that. But yep, the shots are fired, and the blue team is taking the lead. Bam. Shots fired, top side, Bad Benny sits at 126 stacks at the 6-minute mark. Again, it's nothing crazy. If someone would have helped him, maybe Stitches or anybody else, I think he could have gotten those completed a bit quicker. But we have our answer to the question whether or not they're going to go for just lane push with the demonic invasion. They're not. They're trying to go for Stitches. Cocoon is out, alright, hook is in. And yeah. These hooks are getting nasty, and we're not even level 13 yet. Once that he has the increased range, it's gonna get worse. And yep, Veders is moving towards the top and is trying to push the lane out there. But the bot lane, that's a real problem for them. Now, they're chasing. The blue team is really investing quite some time here. That's 3 heroes that are trying to chase the Haka. And they went for Gorge this time, and they should be able to get it. He can try to burrow out, but the interrupt of Imperius is there. I'm still not sure if it was really worth it, because in the meantime, we have the bot lane commitment of the MC Academy, and they're going for that bell tower. And they are going to get this bell tower. So yeah, you got the Haka, that's good, but you're going to lose the bell tower at the bottom of the map. Now, then again, we have Benny doing a lot of work in the middle of the map too, so he's getting quite a bit of damage done here too. So bell tower down to 50%, and they're ahead in experience by a fair bit. Level 13 is also going to be very impactful for them, so they're starting to really gain on this. And the rotation of Bad Benny with the Master of Destruction and the Globe, as you can see, is working really well. He can burn a wave down within seconds, as you just saw. And of course, as his stacking continues, it's going to be even easier for him. That's a dangerous setup. That's a lot of very fast wave clear that we get from Asmodan in particular. And those moves between the lanes, that's super important there. And he's doing the same thing up at the top, so he's really putting the pressure on, as you can see. Also popping his trade the entire time. At the bottom of the map, the fight continues. But Bad Benny is really applying the pressure. The Haka is moving into the main fight and gets scorched right away. But they interrupt Stitches, and Ultralisk, even with a Devour, is in trouble. He might get away, and indeed he does. Wow, unbelievable that they were able to keep him alive. And Bad Benny is still pushing the top. Hazu is down though. Junkrat is dead, but the top bell tower is falling. Bad Benny able to grab it. The altar is still up, but now it's 4 bell towers against 4. We got quite the game going on here. A lot of back and forth action with 10 kills in total already. A lot of good saves too. The interrupt potential of Asmodan here is very annoying, I might add. And there's the fishing hook. Yeah, they're trying to interrupt as much as they can. And in the meantime, Asmodan is just shitting all over the lanes. And also starting to dish out quite a bit of hero damage. Isolation on Stitches as he's trying to get out. They're saving him again. Barely, but they do. Stitches is able to escape. And do we see another? No, the channel goes through. No additional from Bad Benny. I think he was maybe even interrupted there. He gets another one out and also completes his quest, but of course it leads to a kill against him. But you look over towards the damage numbers and he's at 80,000 siege damage. 80,000! Compare that to Tychus and Dehaka for just a second. They're sitting at roughly half, a little bit more. So this wave clear potential from Azmodan is really doing a number on the Academy. We still got 2 keeps or 2 bell towers that were exchanged. That could change soon. I mean, Hazo's already trying to use the grenades here to slowly poke it down, so there's that. And, well, up at the top, Dehaka is trying to reclaim it, but at the bot lane, more or less the same thing is happening. And now that Azmodan is back to business, yeah, they got the kill with the Gorge against the Nubarak, but now that Azmodan is back in play, they're definitely going to reclaim this very, very quickly. This shouldn't be a problem at all. Azmodan is not even bothering because he knows they're going to get this now that they take Nubarak down. The cockroach has been eliminated. Yep, and there it is. Boom. Burns it down. Easy peasy. Just a quick lobe. So once the level 7 is there, you really have a lot of momentum on this. And he is working on the mid lane again. Now you got to be very, very careful how you position yourself, obviously, considering that any gank against you is very likely going to be successful. It's just too easy to take Azmodan down once that you body block him. Bell towers get exchanged again, and I'm talking about top and bot lane, but this is the elimination of the middle now, and catching up from here is going to be more tricky. 5-3, there's the lead. Initially it was a better position for the MC Academy just because the bottom bell tower is so much more impactful and so much more important. If you have the bot lane control, you can escort pumpkins straight into it. Now we got the Glyph of Faith and the level 16. They should get this one for free. And that would put the red team down to 19 points. And they're gonna grab it. Hazo is going for the channel. And they go. Shots are fired. Yeah, and that's a pretty decent advantage for them. Azmodan is continuing the rotation between the lanes. And the rest of them is starting to move in as well. Good stuff. Alright, reclaiming the bell tower here. Dehaka is moving down to the bottom of the map. He's trying to get the drag, and let's see. Yeah, the hook on the other hand. Azmodan, I don't really know. I think you want to be here. Yeah, that was a really, like, the Azmodan flank, I'm sorry, Benny, that's not a thing. He dies, and yeah, for a very good reason. They get the kill against Imperius too. That was a pretty dumb choice. Azmodan can't move in here. Those were the tank reflexes of Bad Benny kicking in as he was trying to come in from the side and maybe set a gank up. Not with that hero, dude. Why Stitches can gorge Odin is, by the way, beyond me. That's just absolutely nuts. Now, it doesn't really help them too much. They gotta move back. But there it is. Yeah, Kelvin is Junkrat. Oh yeah, that's right. They role swapped not only Bad Benny and Ultralisk. My bad. Yeah, Hazu's on Imperius, sorry. I actually saw that earlier. I introduced them, but yeah, slip my mind. Hazu was playing Junkrat the last game. This time it's Kelvin. So, yeah. Two of them role swapped a little bit more. Now, to be fair, Hazu was playing a lot of side lane, so there's that. But yeah, he was playing it out on the last map a bit differently. Anyways, now that we have the bot lane retaken, there's a 5 versus 3 bell tower situation for the Academy. You gotta give it to them. Every time they got an advantage, they are capitalizing on it. They're taking bell towers, they're taking camps, they're continuing with additional kills. But that one was a bit on Benny. So now he can redeem himself here. But it seems like they are not even trying to bother the bot lane. So Brightwing is getting a free channel. They are getting the top left though. That's 3 shots fired against 5. And that's a big opportunity for the Academy to close the gap a little bit. If they get another one, that would be 21 points. So yeah, that's the opportunity right here. Beatrice is trying. He's also, of course, a bit worried about potential interrupts. Bad Benny! And he's dead again. Lom. Comes in and takes him down. 5 more shots fired, 10 in total. That drops them to 21. Still a 5-point lead for Team Benny. But, yeah, Benny himself, he might win them every day, but he's getting a little bit carried here, isn't he? 5 deaths on Anubarak already. 5 Anubarak deaths already. I'm not quite sure if that's Benny's hero. Now, the strategy might be sound. The execution is a bit lacking on that end. I think we need to bring him back on some melee characters. Yeah, now they try to go for another kill. X-Ray is on the run, but the French defense fails as he doesn't run fast enough. Kelvin trying to do the same thing, but at least he survives. So they are preventing them, at least for now, from taking the boss, so I guess that's good. But they're going for a second grab, and with the 5 versus 4 without the support, it's a little bit careful. So yeah, you gotta be very, very cautious here. They're gonna lock this one in. Oh, he didn't connect the Gorge. Wanted to go for the Gorge, but couldn't. That shot's fired again. 17 to 16 points. All of a sudden, we are back, everybody. Well, that's the moment. Right there. Not only are they back, they are in the lead on experience. They get level 20 now. And that is around the next objective. It's a small gap that the blue team should be able to bridge in time. But still, that's a bit worrisome at this point. 0 deaths on Stitches, though. So nice job by him. Wave gets taken down. Bell tower has been claimed. They go for the camp, and they get it. Level 20 again is ready, but they need a bit more experience, and that's what they're taking care of at the top lane. So now we got a Nubarak also with a rewind. Epicenter, of course, on level 16. Same time, we got the Inner Fire and the Master Hooker. But Wagers, the interrupt is there. 4 shots are being fired. He's trying again. Asmodan, no interrupts. No, nothing this time. Talking about Asmodan, though, he gets cocooned, and the blue team has to come to the rescue. Odin gets popped. Asmodan, yeah, Anduin wants to save him and tries, but he just can't. 6 deaths on Bad Benny. Tag me, Bad Benny feeds. It's getting a lot of notifications today. Yeah, they try to go for Lolom, who was gorged in by Stitches, and he is gonna die eventually. But obviously, it's still a 4 versus 4 since Asmodan died a painful death. And has also gone on level 20 now for Pride. Still not fully stacked, but yeah, we're getting there. And let's go. Down to the bottom of the map. They might be able to reclaim the bell tower here. I mean, it's a battle of momentum, right? 11 kills to 7, so the blue team, they really need to get their shit together if they want to win this with a 2-0. And they got to. Nearly even points on the core, so I like it. I mean, I wouldn't mind a 3rd game either, gonna be honest. But yeah, there we go. No cooldown. Stun follow up. Hazu, nice. The Arca tries to come in with a drag. Hits it on the minion. Showing the minion who's boss. Oh yeah. But Asmodan is back to business, for what it's worth. 126,000 siege damage for him. Even though Tychus is starting to catch up a little bit. There's the hook. They're fighting without Asmodan. He's starting to go to the top. And Bad Benny is now reorientating himself towards the bot lane. Trying to get the hits in here. And Nubarak is dead. 5 versus 4 pretty much. Li Ming moved to the top in the same time. Trying to get the altars here, but they're getting the kills now. Yeah, Tychus is about to die. And they also want the Haka, which they might get. Li Ming, on the other hand, is channeling. So they're going to get 1 for sure. They try for Brightwing. Is the hook coming? Yeah, but obviously it gets dodged. So they're coming from a mile away. And with them now getting the bottom bell tower, it means that Kelvin is going to delay the channel a little bit, and they're going to fire 5 shots. Or he doesn't, and they're just firing 4. Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't get spam pinged for that, then I don't know. But he just cost them 1 point. So if they lose because of that, then I'm gonna laugh hard. 11 to 9 kills. We got 9 points to 8. And yep, that is a really nice play by Lolom. Wow, that was really well done. Good repulsion set up against Anduin. And nearly a kill. Now they're trying to escort the pumpkins through. And that could happen. Yeah, Li Ming gets gorged. I like that. Great combo. Great combo. And yeah, he's dead. Brightwing is coming in. That was a beautiful combo. That was sexy as hell. Stitches is walking in, gets pulled back out by Anduin. And then they get the kill against Li Ming. And now, of course, the follow-up attack is there. But everybody is rotating in, and not everybody of the blue team is here. Far from it. They are trying to get the final bell tower, though. They control all the bell towers except for the one in the middle. And instead of going for the team fight, they're just simply trying to take the mid lane out and start the barrage. In the meantime, quick look at that play. Check it out. There's the gorge that we saw initially. And then they move back down to take Li Ming apart. Well done by them. Now all the bell towers are controlled and the shots are being fired. 5 shots is all they have. They need to take this one, and they do. Popping everything they got. 9 shots against 3 and a single altar on the map. And Odin Tigers, he dies. 2 down for the MC Academy. Seems like we might have a 2-0 win for the blue team. We're not there yet. Bad Benny, by the way, dying 7 times. That's more than half of the team's deaths. Warren gets attacked over here. Brightwing, but it's too late already. The shots are fired, and that is game. A 2-0 victory for Team Benny against the Masters Clash Academy at Division 1+.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.